everyone, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. So Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 comes out soon and it's one of the biggest games of this month. And my Mary Jane video did pretty well, but for this situation, it's a little darker. So Brian Itatar, he is the senior creative director at Insomniac Games, and he came out with this tweet. Now, a lot of people will look at this and say, well, yeah, that makes sense, but you have to remember, this is the internet, and a lot of people live online with this type of terminal behavior of like, hey, if I plug in my social media and ask very nicely at a person's private residence, maybe they'll give me a review copy of one of the biggest games to come out this year. So finding and using the developer's personal private information to contact them for an early copy of the game is inappropriate, creepy, and will get you the exact opposite results. Please do not do this. Thank you. And you can see here from the replies, a lot of people agree with this. Look, first off, people are going to probably make the argument, well, your information is out there. And it is. The scary part about the internet is that your information is out there and almost anyone can find out about this stuff. Like, if you want to see how scary this is, Google your name and general location. Like, if you live in the United States, like Google what state you live in through a VPN or an incognito mode in any of your favorite browsers, and I guarantee you'll probably find some smidget of information about yourself, whether it's employment, if you have like YouTube or Twitter or Twitch or stuff like that and it's linked to that. You'll be surprised how good these search engines are in finding that stuff out and getting that stuff removed, which I have personally been trying to do for the last couple of years. Has not been easy because every time I get it removed, because they have to remove that information if you asked for that and provide that you are this person, so they're just going to post it anyway again, and it gets really upsetting. There are third-party companies that dedicate themselves to services that remove all your private information from this. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it from other YouTubers like Aurora and other Incognito. I believe that's what the company's called. I've never used them, but yeah, it's not exactly the most safe situation. On top of it, like, this is just stupidity, because I'm sure that there's going to be several idiots who link like social media stuff like Twitch, YouTube, and all Mr. Itatar has to do here is just send that information to Sony and they'll put you on a blacklist. I mean, why wouldn't they? They'll be like, you're contacting our employee about getting an early copy for what is still considered an unreleased product that is worth millions of dollars. Is Spider-Man worth billions? I think he might be billions. He's one of the most popular characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and generally just a very, very popular and recognized character. Either way, yeah, this is a very hot item, and I guarantee the first people to post that type of information, because remember, well, I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of this. I've been getting review keys for several years now. And the thing about review keys is that they are very exact. They only have a very limited amount of keys that they are given, and it's always measured. Like, everything from the first to the last, they know exactly how many keys they give out, either through third-party PR services like Evolve, Lurkit, Terminal, Rainmaker is another one. I don't think Sony uses any of them. Big publishers like Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo generally keep that internalized in order to ensure leaks don't happen. It still happens, but you know, they want to make sure. And they used to have physical copies that they would send to people. Like, I got a physical review copy for Dragon Ball FighterZ from Bandai Namco with a letter of detailing what I can and can't do with the review. And not review, but you know, what just show. Like, when they sent me the letter, they said don't show Yamcha's special moves. They want to keep that secret until the game goes public. Stuff like that. It's just, you know, what they do in order to maintain spoilers are kept to a minimum. But for digital copies, they can track this information a lot easier. They can see where it was redeemed, what console it was redeemed for, what profile is playing the game, all that stuff. And they are very, very anal about this stuff because they have to be. Like, if information about the final boss for Spider-Man 2 comes out, it's going to be a disaster. And the last thing you're going to do is just give it to some random person who just says, please, can I please get a key? Because believe it or not, that's not how it works. You can't just be best friends with people within these companies and expect to get a free key. No. Like, that's a great way to get yourself in hot water. Like, yeah, I know the senior creative director of Insomniac Games. He's not going to give you a key just because you know him on a personal level. No, that's a great way to get fired. and not only fired but blacklisted, which also could happen if these people who sent these requests decided to give that information willingly. Like, again, he could just send that to Sony and be like, hey, this person contacted me, and they'll be like, okay, blacklist. Like, it's no skin off their elbows. Just blacklist the person. Either way, this is just really creepy. Don't do this. Just wait for the game to come out and play like everyone else. Anyway, that's the video. If you ever thought about doing this, don't do it. It's not a good idea in any regard, not just in video games, in any way. If you know an influencer or someone and you're like, oh, I know where they live, because there was a TikTok where a mother brought their kids to their favorite influencer and knocked on the door. That's another thing. Don't do it. It's really stupid, and it's a great way to end up with a police car getting rolled in. So yeah, just don't do it. Anyway, if you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. I'll see you all next time. If you don't want to sub, well, thank you for stopping by anyway. Bye.